Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here. Welcome you back to another episode of Path of the Midnight Sun. Can we just take a short moment to listen to this music? I mean, just listen. Ooh, I love that part right there, just before I started talking. I love that part. It sounds... I don't know, it's a strange kind of emotion. It feels like it's kind of sad. Maybe not necessarily sad, but isolated. I would try to say, because they did say this is a town in the oh God. Ornieres did describe it as a town in the middle of nowhere. Yet it is a common place for merchants to go in between Hoikade and Pylum. So it feels. Ooh, this music makes it feel like isolated, not sad, but isolated. Yeah, it just... oh my god, this music. It's just beautiful. It really is just so beautiful. But anyway, enough of extolling about the music. We are going to go ahead into the tavern after getting into the town proper and being accosted by a lucos, which is not a dog, even though it looks like a husky. It is a wolf that sniffs out treasure. You just gotta hover around the map where you're at the moment, and hope you hear a bark. You hear a bark, search the area, find a paw print, you found an item. A multitude of different smells is invading my nostrils. Some of them are familiar. I wonder why. Perhaps I've already tasted the dishes being served here before. Feeling hungry too, huh, boy? Oh! Oh! Look at the beauties just entered there! What do you think, babe? Wanna eat something with me? Let's say this place is also popular among disreputable people. Won't you answer him? Better to ignore guys like that. And, well, let's just say that I'm used to it. Rather, we should look for a free table. Seems easier said than done. I mean, the place is packed. Yep, the place is definitely packed. Is there anything to go wolf about? I feel like there isn't. So not every map seems like it will have a wolf. Like, wait! Right when I say that. 38 bucks. Okay, so it looks like it's just small chump change, but maybe, just maybe, knowing games like these, one of these days is gonna be a good item that's hidden. Like, a super good item or something, and then it'll be like, oh, why didn't I check here? Damn it! You know? So you never know. You never know. So I will keep checking. Anyway, now we've done that. Drunkard. You staring, mate? Searching for trouble? I can knock you out in a second if I wanted to. I don't think I have any reason to speak with him. I have a lot of fun with that. I have a lot of fun with that voice, I really do. Anyway, pretty lady. In a bar. Seems a bit out of place. Excuse me, but is everything okay?
Greetings.
Oh, apologies. Did you ask me something? Good evening. Forgive the intrusion, but I saw you with a concerned expression, and, well, I was wondering if you needed any help. Oh, that's very kind of you, thanks, but I prefer not to talk about it. Oh god, no, now is not the time. Well, forgive me for my insistence, but I am a high-ranked soldier of the Holy Swords of Pylum. And I'm a priestess. If there's anything or anyone troubling you, please, don't hesitate to ask. We'd be happy to help. For some reason, That came quite naturally to me. Wonder if I used to be like this in the past. Oh, you're from the Holy Swords? Well, it's nice of you to be concerned about me. I'm waiting for my boyfriend. We should have met here 3 hours ago, but he's late. It's not like him to disappear without telling me. I'm really worried that something may have happened to him. I see. Now I understand the reason of your concern. Look, miss. Oh, please. His name is Tobias. If you happen to learn something from him, could you please report it to me? I'm Celia, by the way.
I'm Sir Ornieres.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Celia. I'm Sir Suzaku Ornieres, at your service.
I'm Shiori.
And I'm Shiori LeBlanc. We'll do our best to find any clues about Tobias. My sweet Tobias is not back. Oh, side quest. I did not know there were side quests here. Oh, okay. My sweet Tobias is not back yet. He had said that he would bring me a present from the forest and we had a date for tonight, but he's already many hours late. I'm afraid that something terrible may have happened. Could you look into it for me? 2,000 experience and 1,000 gold, plus some medicine. Sure, why not? Worth my time. The people of Arvium need your help. You can access the quests panel from the pause menu. Here, you can see your currently active quests and their details and rewards. In some cases, after completing a quest you'll... Oh god. In some cases, Whatever. In some cases, after completing the quest, you'll have to report to the client. I feel like the comma should have been here after quest, because that really threw me off. It's like, after completing the quest, you'll have to... That's why I kept getting thrown off. Anyway, also, keep in mind that quests will only remain active until the end of the chapter. Oh, that's actually good to know. May Lord Valona bless your kind souls. Thank you, really. Is Valona the name of the local god, perhaps? Well, we'll be back with some good news. Oh, hopefully.
I appreciate your help.
I look forward to our next meeting. And good luck. Okay, so we got that going for us. Oh dear. Well, this is obviously a free table right in front of us. Take it. Huh, I wonder if this table is free.
Wait, what?
Why are you unsure, Nini? I can't sense anyone here. It must be free. Well, there is a rag and a mug. Seems like Shiori can't see any inanimate objects. Well, it'd be strange if a mug was malicious. Tell me about it. I don't think there are many alternatives anyway. But we can wait for a bit if you prefer. Does seem like the only free table. Well, what to do? Oh, I get the feeling that when we see something like this, in this color, it means you're not going to progress the story by clicking this. Which makes sense. Okay, that'll be fair. So this is actually a nice tell, saying you're going to progress the story if you do this. Okay, that's a good tell. I think it's best if we sat here.
Oh, come on.
Be a good boy, you. I don't think it's a good idea to show off. Precisely. Now we have everyone's eyes on us.
You're gonna regret this.
Isn't that a rare specimen of locals? Hey, it's true. It's a locals. Look at all those accessories. Nini, I can sense the malice growing around us. We need to do something, and soon. Oh, God. Diplomacy. Violence does not... let's try to be diplomatic. They're drunk. We don't necessarily have to resort to it. Last resort, maybe. Now, gentlemen, we are all very tired and eager to party. Why should we spoil this beautiful evening by dyeing our tables of red?
Get
You
lost.
You scum! I'm gonna break your face. Oh, please, sir, don't be like that. I think we can get along. Just calm down for a second. And your next drink is offered by me. The loco seems so confused. Hey, I know we don't have much gold, but I'm trying to save you here. Give me a break. You can live for now. We'll watch your back. Did that really work? Oh. Oh, we've been lucky, Nini. And you handled the situation skillfully. You sure? Well, we got away with it, at least for now. That's all that matters. Geez, that really shows how everyone would want a Luckos if they can get their hands on one. Jesus. We can finally rest. Yeah, I really needed it. Feeling so exhausted. It's curious. We walked a short physical distance, yet it's as if your mind has been traveling non-stop for days. I'm slowly reaching enlightenment, Shiori. That's why it's been traveling non-stop. Oh my god. I really love these multiple choice answers. It's like I get to see the sarcastic one and just to be like, oh, I'm just slowly reaching enlightenment, Shiori. Come on, don't you know? Oh god, I love it. Well, it's truly unfortunate. In no time, you became a completely different person. And yet, I can clearly see that your memories are still buried.
I have no time to waste.
Would you like to order something, or do I have to stand here even longer? I have no time to waste explaining the menu, so read it yourselves. Oh boy, we're becoming Karens here. And I have no time for you either. I'm calling your boss. Excuse me, manager. And you are?
I'm the boss here.
Oh my gosh, she's actually the boss, so... if we picked that option, it would have been so bad. Oh... You may call me Arlene. I run this place. Give me a nod when you have chosen. Yep, she's the owner. She has the money. You can bite her if you want. An interesting individual, wouldn't you say?
I see.
If you say so, Shiori. Didn't even notice that Shiori is blind. At least she took the mug and rag with her. You seem slightly hostile towards Arlene for my sake. Thank you, but there's no need for that. As I said earlier, I'm used to these kind of things. To other matters, would you like to choose for me? Well, what would you like to eat? Any kind of seafood would be alright. Seafood, huh? Got it. Also choose my dish while I'm at it. So, Shiori likes seafood. Steak and chips. Well, I hope she don't mind crab, because that's all they have. As, you know, fresh food. Seafood, fresh food, wow. Clear soup with small pieces of crab. Grilled meat fillet with roasted potatoes. That actually sounds very nice and hearty. Okay, so we'll get us a crab soup. Confirm 1. And steak and chips. That is so British, steak and chips, not steak and fries. Steak and chips. You know, I felt like they could have easily went to say steak frite, but some people might not understand what frite is, which is just fries, or potatoes, whatever. So, steak and chips. Anyway, let's close, because we got 2 pieces of food now. It seems you're done. I'm curious to see what you've chosen for me. Hope I didn't make any mistakes. Don't worry. I'll give you some of mine, buddy. This Luckos definitely understands us. If you've chosen, just say it already. Can't wait all day to take your order. And what's with that surprised face? Youngsters these days. Defining this owner as acidic would be an understatement.
Alright, let's give this a try.
We're ready to order. What was Shiori's order again? Crab soup. If you can't remember this after literally 10 seconds ago, you have memory lapse issues. Oh boy. Crab soup for the young lady. And I'll have this one, thanks. Alright, take half an hour.
That sounds great.
Thank you, Arlene. You're blind. Well, it did take a long time for her to notice. I suppose better late than never. Ha! Really, Arlene? And that's all she has to say? She isn't a bad person, Nini. Yeah. You know, okay, I'll be fair. There are some people who seem a bit foul of mood, but, and I have seen some of them, it does not mean they're a bad person. I agree with you. And, well, Shiori, you can sense malice, and apparently levels of malice, so I do trust your judgment. Well, with my power, I can clearly see that she has no ill intentions. She's just a bit gruff. It certainly takes a strong temper to run a tavern frequented by drunkards and thugs, though, don't you think?
Got it.
That may be true. You know, that I did not think of it that way either. True. She is a woman owning a bar. A place frequented by men who often get drunk. It's already hard enough as a man, owner of a bar, to take care of drunken people. Imagine, even in modern times, being a woman having to take care of drunken people. You do need to have a certain gruffness. I will admit that. That's fair. That's fair. And awkward silence on my end, because I was thinking there was going to be some script to read, but nope, no script. Half an hour later at 6:40. Okay, this... Why am I Ornieres? Okay, this silence is getting awkward. Do you want to talk about something, Nini? Time will pass faster with a little chat. To be fair, I don't even have an idea what to say. Let's see if something comes to mind. Hey, all good conversations need to start somewhere, even though the beginning may be a bit awkward. Okay, let me try with this. It's a living thing, but you know what? I would like to hear her explanation. How can you see the Luckos? Well, let me answer you with another question. Do you think there's any difference between the malice of a human and that of an animal? That's what I figured. Do you think there's any difference between the malice of a human and that of an animal? Well, both of these are not true. So I have to say that I don't know. Your doubts are justified. It doesn't make much sense to compare the two. Species are malicious, although for different reasons. Animals are more instinctive, whereas human beings are more complex and sometimes sneaky, but we're still talking about malice either way. I see. So the Luckos is... That Luckos is an exception. Despite being an animal, it has the malice of a greedy human tormentor. A human tormentor. I don't want to know what's going on through its head. A human tormentor, oh my god. Yeah, well, I guess with some animals, why not? They are playful in a tormenting way. What now? What do you think of your power? Oh, why are you asking? Now, I've been asking myself this for quite a while, actually. Well, when we defeated those bandits in the forest, I told you your power was incredible, but you didn't seem of the same opinion. Forgive me. Perhaps that was a bit inconsiderate. Quite the opposite. I just find it surprising, that's all. You've always been quite introverted, so it was very rare for you to bring up this sort of conversation. So my older self used to behave differently. In that case, should I try to align with my previous personality? Or is it okay for me to live as it comes naturally? God, what a headache. I feel that my observation is troubling you. Please, don't worry. You asked a legitimate question and it made me happy.
My power to sense malice.
What I think of my power, huh? Well, earlier today, you said to me that being able to sense other people's malice is incredible. However, I don't like it. You don't? Imagine that you're constantly hearing other people's voices. Their hatred, envy, Perfidy? I've never heard that word. I need to look it up. And all that leads to hostility towards others. Can you imagine such a life? That's, that's actually fair. To hear and sense all that negative feelings every single minute of the day. That, yeah, I can see Shiori's point. I can. I can't claim to understand your feelings, Shiori, but I do understand where you're coming from. I can't possibly imagine such a life, though. I sincerely appreciate your honesty. Indeed, this power isn't something that other people can fully grasp. Imagine having to live surrounded by other people's negative thoughts and feelings, constantly and without interruption. If you close your eyes, you see them anyway. If you plug your ears, you can still hear them. From the first second you wake up to the last moment of your day, you're never alone. Your inner thoughts get constantly mixed with theirs. Could you handle this burden? I try to imagine hearing hostile voices in my head. Can't hide. I can't stop them. I've already experienced this before in my visions, but they last for only a brief moment. If I had to constantly live like that every day, it'd be... It would be extremely hard, Shiori. I have a feeling my question was truly inappropriate. Now you're feeling guilty, right? How'd you guess? Because you're being malicious towards yourself. I can understand a lot more things than I show, Nini. But to have a normal conversation, sometimes it's better to pretend not knowing. People can get very defensive once they understand that their private feelings are being violated. So, not only are you forced to sense malice, but for the sake of others, you also try to hide it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that, Shiori. The only thing I can do for her now is to minimize my feelings of guilt. I don't want her to carry this burden, too.
That's very kind of you to say.
Don't worry. Your emotions don't bother me. In fact, you're very sweet to worry about me. I don't know how much an amnesiac's word matters, but you can count on me. It matters more than you'd think. Do I have any other conversation topics? Aren't you cold? Hey, let's go into that. Aren't you cold? Not at all. But we're freezing here. And in the forest earlier, it was even worse. Anyone born in Pilum is used to these temperatures. But I guess you forgot, huh? What the? Of all the visions I've had so far, this was certainly the most bizarre. What did you remember this time?
I think
there was
starting to remember.
Someone. I can't really recall his name. Someone who used to play his own belly like a drum. Even in the middle of a snowstorm, I could distinctly hear this person's special music. Oh, it's an ancient Pylamese mantra. People do that to chase away bad thoughts and fortify the spirit. The only thing I want to chase away right now is this weird image of this person in my mind. I tried to go somewhere with it, but it failed. What about your memory? Anything else came to mind while talking to me? Nothing relevant, I'm afraid. I see. Well, don't worry. I think you just need some more time. In any case, our dishes should arrive soon. I'm excited. It was a good idea to ask Shiori these questions. I feel like I know her a lot better now. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like how they made her sound more complex with that discussion. It really is great that they made her sound more complex with that discussion. Very great. Like, she's not just this person who can sense malice, but she's not fond of it either. And there's a reason, because she just constantly hears it. There's no off button. I really could not imagine having a front row seat to that kind of malice every day. I could not. Here's your order. I don't even have to tell you this, but if you let it cool down, it tastes like death. Just eat already. Thanks? She touched Shiori's hand to give her a sign. That was unexpectedly considerate of her. Steak and chips. Oh, well, I get the steak and chips. Shiori immediately eats her crab soup. Well, Nini, bon appetit. Likewise. It'd be embarrassing if I didn't remember how to eat my food. I do remember, right? Had something to do with the inventory, if I'm not mistaken. What? Ornieres, did you immediately put it in your bag before eat? Oh my god, that's so stupid. Well, let's go to inventory. And eat our food. Once we eat our food, then I will call an end to the video. Because it's starting to drag on just a little bit longer than I'm comfortable doing. But anyway, I like how, in this case, they kind of reaffirm how you can eat food. It's kind of strange that they do the tutorial twice. First time with Fire Trust, they actually walk you through it. This time, you have to remember it on your own. But I suppose it's a way to get you more used to the menu of this game. Again, a strange mechanic decision, but at least this time they're not saying, okay, go here. Yes, eat. Steak and chips for me. You can't eat it all. Well, I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Quite interesting.
I don't have much of a choice. It's like I can't eat it all. I know I can't eat it all. Anyway, back to the scene. You really enjoyed it, didn't you? Actually, no. But that's fine. No, it was good. I like to imagine it was good. I love steak. Steak and potatoes. Great combination. I do love it. I'm glad.
It makes me very
By
happy.
the way, I loved the soup. The little pieces of crab were truly delicious. Thank you so much for choosing this for me, Nini. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Uh-huh. Alright, I'll give you some of mine, as I promised. Like, woo! I can just imagine the locals going like, yeah! Jeez, what a huge appetite for a tiny animal. Okay, there's a fade out. Okay, good. This is where we're gonna... Wow, we ate for 2 hours? That is quite a, That's quite a dinner. 2 hours for dinner. Well, whatever. Anyway, that was a perfect transition to an end. This is going to be about 30 minutes, yeah, before any kind of cut, so I'm sorry for the long episode, but it just happened to be that way. It's a long tavern sequence. When I knew this took a lot of inspiration from Fire Emblem, I should have realized there's a lot of text. It's a text dump, it's a text wall, but then again, it does take into consideration that it's trying to play as an RPG and visual novel style kind of game. So you got the RPG elements from battle, you get the visual novel style from all this. I don't want to say it's interesting to combine the two because I know it's been done before. It just really reminds me of those old Fire Emblem games. It really, really does. Where text heavy and then battle, text heavy and then battle, inventory management, text heavy, battle. So it's a little bit nostalgic, and it's something that I grew up with, so I'm used to it. Although I will understand that some of you newer folks who did not necessarily grow up with like the GBA, a Game Boy Advance, a Fire Emblem, might not be used to this level of text. So I can see both sides where some will like it, some will hate it. I personally like it, and it's really great. It's just a great experience to be able to act out the scenes. Not great, mind you, because I'm not a voice actor of any kind or have any practice, but I just love reading these parts. It's just really great. Anyway, this has gone on long enough. Let me just go ahead and wind it down, say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next episode. Later, everyone.